Warning, this video may contain strong English language.
Hey, what's up, gamer community? I'm John, and I'm finally joining in 8-Bit Origins for the first time. I'm so excited to be here, and just to warn you, this is going to be completely unedited, so it might be a little weird.
Hey, okay, so as you said, that's John. He's here for his first video. I'm Christian back again. You remember me from the first couple. First off this week, we've got EA, and they've got their whole little bit where they're trying to start charging people for their games, for the multiplayer portion of it. If you buy it used, you have to pay an extra $10 to get the multiplayer. What do you think about it, John?
I think that is just completely ridiculous. I mean, you're already paying for, a live subscription for the Xbox players, and I mean, I just think it's dumb, the fact that they're just trying to steal money off of you, just because the game has changed players. I mean, it's not like they're losing money or anything.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's like if you sell a used car, the company like Ford or whatever doesn't earn money off that again. And it just seems ridiculous to me. And it's like, what's their excuse? We're paying for servers. It's like, with the 360, it's all peer-to-peer. There are no servers to be run. There are no servers to be worked on. THQ is also jumping in with it with their UFC game. I know that they're going to try and do this with it. And Ubisoft has already stated that they have a plan set up to do it as well if it goes over well with EA and THQ.
Yeah, I just think that whole thing's ridiculous. But, I mean, it's big companies. They're just trying to make money.
Okay, and then next up, you may have already heard it, Natal. There's a rumor going around that it'll be out October 26th. The bundle with the arcade unit is rumored to run probably $299, so about $300. The unit itself separately may run about $149. It's all rumors so far, but that's what we're hearing. What are your thoughts on the Natal being so close to the Wii motion controls? Anything?
I just think Nintendo beat everybody to the Wii to the motion and everything. I think they did a great job with it, and with the Wii, I mean, this is me, complimenting Nintendo, but I mean, they just did a great job with it. It's made for more casual gamers, but still, I think they beat everyone to the motion sensor. So that's just my thought.
Yeah. Well, as everybody knows, John is kind of our big Nintendo person here. He's going to be a little bit of a fanboy on it, but we'll stay as unbiased as possible. He's staring me down like I'm a horrible person. Also, there's Insomniac. They're trying to go third party. They were never a first party group with PS3, but PS3 owners will remember their games like Ratchet & Clank, Spyro, Resistance. That was a third-party company, and they're working with EA Partners, which is also the group working with Respawn Studios, which is the old Infinity Ward Call of Duty people. And basically, they're trying to make games on all the consoles now. Also, you will see this week, last week I believe it was up, was the new Mario Galaxy 2 review, which is by John. John set it up for us.
Yeah, and I finally actually beat the game. I beat Bowser anyway. I have about 80 stars now, and the game is just... oh man, it's just hardcore. Like, the last world is extremely tough, and I'm just, amazed on how well Nintendo did. They just picked up the difficulty from the first game and just, pushed, the limits to the second game, and it's just so much fun. And when you get the star comet, the comet things you get later during the levels and everything, some of those are so obscure to find, but it's so much fun to do. And then when you actually have to go back and play the level again with the comet, the prankster comets, those are a pain in the butt sometimes, but it's still a lot of fun to play. If you may have heard, Rock Band 3 is, in the process of coming out, and there's a rumor that there could be a keyboard or a guitar instrument, and so, I think that's pretty cool. Christian, what are your thoughts?
Well, being that I can't play expert on any of them, no matter how hard I try, the keyboard actually sounds like a pretty good idea to me, being that I'm a pretty quick typist, and I used to kind of know how to play the piano, so it might actually work for me. I don't know. I might be able to do more with it and be more helpful in a band for that. Also, we've been seeing pictures, and we know that it's coming out. It's coming out probably spring next year, I believe, was what we're looking at now, for Pokemon Black and White. Also, as a big Nintendo person, John, what are your thoughts on the Pokemon games?
I'm actually kind of excited for these now, as I am for every new generation of Pokemon. But they've released the 3 starters. There's a snake, a pig, and a sea otter. And they've also released legendaries. They're kind of odd looking, but then again, with over 500 Pokemon now, they're bound to get a little crazy looking. But still, I'm excited for the new Pokemon games. I'm sure it'll be just as good as the other ones. One thing I am hoping for, though, is like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you're able to get more than 8 badges. I'm really hoping that comes back for another Pokemon game. That's what I'm really hoping for. Any thoughts, Christian?
Yeah, I enjoyed the old Gold and Silver games. Those were my favorites out of the whole series. I did enjoy the fact that they did make it a bit longer, gave you more for your money. Also coming up, we have another rumor that's going about Sledgehammer, which was one of the groups that was going to take over to help make more Call of Duty games. Then we already have one a year. They want to put out more. Sledgehammer, they were working on a rumored adventure. Let's see. Basically an action-adventure version of the Call of Duty games. But it looks like, as much as they're trying to push for an action-adventure bit, they are still going to be under a genre of first-person shooters. So shooter fans, you're still going to have that. You're still going to be able to play it that way. The critically acclaimed Quantic Dreams Heavy Rain game was also, the movie rights were sold, and there was also a rumor floating about, but we can put that to rest. NVIDIA, the people who make the graphics chip, they had a typo. It was on their website. It wasn't for a PC version of Heavy Rain. It was just their chip was used in an earlier bit, like an earlier demo of the game. Also, I want you guys to put up your flame shields. We do not want people to get all protective and fanboyish on us. There have been some issues with Sony. There's a couple of lawsuits that they're dealing with. Sony is looking at possibly losing a couple, like, billions over the loss of the Linux support in that case. I don't know how that's going. It may be over already. I haven't looked much into it. I just know that they were getting in trouble with that. And also with the Final Fantasy 13 possibly being the cause of some PS3's bricking. That has been causing some problems, and nobody seems to be doing anything about it. So there's a class action lawsuit against them also for millions of dollars, not billions this time, but plenty of money. Any ideas on that, John?
Not really. I've not been a Sony person. I've been loyal to Nintendo, as you might have guessed. So, I mean, I haven't looked much into this. So, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
What can you do?
Well, since we're getting to the end here, we have that 10-minute YouTube time limit. Next week we will try to put up some E3 news. We do not have anything set up yet, but we will be trying to watch what's going on, try and put up a small video for you. We also would like to let you know that you need to send us your questions or whatever. We'll answer them on the next show if you send us those. Any suggestions are nice too. You can email them to us or put them in the comments below. Well, I guess that's the end for us this week. We're running out of time. Any last words, John, for your first show?
It's been great fun, and I hope to see you guys again. I'm John.
I'm Christian. This is 8-Bit Origins, and we're out of time for this week.